Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning. Yang berbahagia Datuk Sri Zainal Abidin Ahmad, Presiden dan CEO of Perodua, Mr. Masari Takahashi, Presiden Perodua Auto Corporation, Sedia Berhad. Yang berbahagia Datuk Ahmad Suhaimi Hashim, Vice President Perodua Auto Corporation, Sedia Berhad. Encik Rozulan Syifa, Presiden Perodua Global Manufacturing, Sedia Berhad. Encik Zahid Rosman Jawab, Chief Operating Officer Perodua Sales, Sedia Berhad. Deputy Directors, Directors and Management Team of the Perodua Corporation. Distinguished guests from the media, ladies and gentlemen. Furthermore, we would like to welcome everyone to the Perodua 2023 Conference. It is a great pleasure to have all of you here with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin our program for today, without further ado, please allow me to invite on stage the Laporan Datuk Sri Zainal Abidin Ahmad, President and CEO of Perodua, to present the Perodua 2023 Outlook and its plan.
Boleh. Wow, increase kan dari 6 billion to 10 billion purchase. Jadi inflasi masih 9 billion.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Happy New Year. Thank you all for your kind attention today. In our aspirations and targets this year, as well as joining us for a special annual lunch in conjunction with we have much to share with you about what happened, what is happening, and what we see would happen for the rest of this year. Before we start, I wish to thank all of you for your support of Perodua last year, as it was our best year to date in terms of production, sales, and after sales, despite the challenges that we face. We will present the highlights of these challenges, followed by the outlook, beginning with the country's general economy forecast, followed by our view of market conditions, then our key targets for 2023 before we wrap up this session. So let us begin with last year's challenges and performance. The year 2022 was an eventful year for many significant events which impacted us in profound ways. The slide you see here outlines the most significant impact to the automotive ecosystem and to us. First up is the impact of the Perjumpaan program, specifically the sales tax exemption initiative, which was able to generate interest from the public. In fact, the sales tax exemption was so successful that the bookings generated from that initiative are still being fulfilled. These bookings also presented a challenge to our suppliers, as the level of production reached their maximum capabilities, of top of which they also had to deal with parts supply disruption, manpower issues, and logistical issues and challenges. For this, we assist our vendors by our vendor management and department.
Bukan facelift model baru Asia tu.
Above and beyond that, we have also to contend with external factors such as the disruption of the semiconductor chip global supply chain and Brazil. To overcome these challenges, we began the direct negotiation with our suppliers, initiated the Central Purchasing System or CPS, outsourcing, and negotiated with the also Japan for the allocation of semiconductor supply. Other methods utilized in fulfilling this high authentication load, line allocation, outsourcing, component parts assembly process, challenging the production team with faster time and increasing overtime, even on holidays. We also implemented production balancing within our models so that waiting period will be reduced for the more popular models. So macam all of you know that the highest or the longest waiting period for model currently is besar. Kadang-kadang tu besar ni pun ada sampai setahun lah. So kita akan buat production balancing to make sure that
Jahatnya. Setahun dia tunggu besar. Ambil kau. Mula-mula orang kutuk kan.
At the same time, we also call for a roundtable discussion to better manage our customers' expectations. So,
So terbukti dia punya spek dia betul kan.
This communication strategy kita panggil internally, kita panggil one voice. Maknanya we call our table leaders, outlets, SDAs, and all that, and try to understand and try to come up with the right communication strategy with the right information so that our customers are properly being updated, what are happening and what is happening to our production and when they can receive the. Our external issues include higher financing funds because all of you know, due to this in the overnight policy rate announced by the realizing that we needed to improve production, Perodua paid basic attention enhancing our suppliers. This is something new as one of Perodua's founding. This is not something new. As one of Perodua's founding directive, were to grow the Malaysian automotive ecosystem, and we took that charge seriously. So memang kita punya in our strategy, we always want to develop the total ecosystem, particularly kita punya vendor as well as our dealer. To this end, we institute programs to strengthen our vendors at all levels. In terms of their operations, we supply our suppliers with one digital support. Not only that, but we also set up one vendor support station each of our vendors. So master difficult time during the difficulties challenged by vendors, kita station our member. So they actually monitor the work for these vendors so that we can have the latest information, and based on that information that we receive from the vendors, we will be able to take
Depan nak pening kepala beza tu, nak berebut nak bagi habis. Sebab last time pun lepas Azia keluar, baru beza keluar, baru punya model. So tahun ni Azia baru keluar, fikir-fikir sendiri lah.
So sekarang ni kita panggil that department or that group of people. We have about 106 people consisting of 98 Perodua staff and 8 DMC staff, supporting this department, and eventually we will support and try to develop our aside from our suppliers, we also realized that we needed to prepare our dealers for becoming dealers. Well, we realized that most of our principal dealers are at a stage where they will retire very soon. Kita punya dealer principal ni, most of them are aging, so they will retire. So we ask them, please prepare yourself for your future business sustainability. So you need to have, proper replacement and all that. Then, their replacement needed to understand the culture of Perodua if they wish to contribute. So dengan itu, what we have done is that we have created the second generation program with the aim to integrate professionalism into the next generation. So second generation will concentrate to make sure that the business will continue. We realize the importance of making sure that the next generation of the principles are introduced into our family properly and understand the importance of a professionally run businesses to ensure sustainability as well as to have a long-term view of how they want to see their business grow. Speaking of professionalism, we also offer certification programs for both our sales and service advisors. So bukan sahaja dealer, tetapi our sales and service advisors juga kita ada certification program supaya our sales and service advisors also, be considered as a professional sales and service advisor. So they will also, that for them it is not only.
Memang tu lah daripada fokus sekarang pun nak perbaik, nak fulfill orders.
So setelah dia dengan professionalism yang ada, dia boleh make sure dia
kan kita akan tanya dia orang, Azia Alza punya booking berapa lama? Beza setahun dekat, tengok setengah
last year, there were notable programs where we work with government agencies to further enhance and empower our suppliers and dealers. For example, the MIDA Perodua Digital Transformation Ecosystem Program was created to help our suppliers on the road to Industry 4.0, or the creation of a grant under the Ministry of Entrepreneurial Development and Properties to encourage innovation for SME. In fact, the Malaysian Productivity Corporation even recognized Perodua as a frontier company as we actively participate in innovation and creative digital convention as well as our effort to develop our subsidiaries. Well, all these initiatives, let's see the outcome for 2022. In terms of total industry volume, MAA initially forecasted that we would see a volume of 610,000 for 2022. As it turned out, the actual number was way higher than expected, with TIB down to 720,700 units. Similarly, as you may recall, about a year ago, we set a sales target of 247,800 units. That target was made based on relevant information so far at that time, as well as background events such as rising COVID-19 cases and so on, massive flood that hit the country. Yet, even the darkest night would be way to daylight or and we make the best of what opportunities 2022 brought. So this can be seen in the slide. Registration was up by 14.2% to 282,000 units. When compared with our earlier target of 247,800 units, the increase was about 13.8% higher than expected, which in turn also show our market share increase from 39.1% to 37.4% in 2021. From 37.4% increase to 39.1%. Production volume jumped 49.5% to 289,100 units from 193,400 produced in 2021. After sales also grew by about 50.2%, while service intake grew 31.6%. From 2.6 million intake in 2021 to 2.6 million intake in 2022, from 2 million units intake in 2023. What will happen? Economic indicators in Malaysia is expected to face some challenges. As the country is expecting to see lower federal revenue collected. At the moment, they say for 272.6 billion ringgit. And our government also is looking to reduce its operational expenditure to that amount, almost that amount, 272.3 billion, which is about 4.3 decrease, mainly coming from reduced subsidies and social programs. Above and beyond that, the inflation rate is forecasted to increase by 3.2% due to high input costs rising from non-energy commodity prices. The silver lining for this year is that the unemployment rate is expected to reduce to between 3.5 and 3.7% amid strong demand for workers, for businesses and industry. In terms of GDP, we expect Malaysia's economic growth to normalize at 4.5% year-on-year. We also expect that foreign exchange market to stabilize this year, with the ringgit slowly gaining strength against the US dollar and the Japanese yen. In terms of monetary policy, we expect the central bank will continue to raise interest rate by almost 50 points this year. That will bring the rate to 3.25 from 2.75 currently. The increase in interest rate would be seen as a way for the government to control inflation, which is expected to ease to 3.2% this year. For Perodua, our main focus for this year is to focus on delivery to our customers. Memang kita kena fokuskan quick delivery to customers. This includes the outstanding bookings for our domestic customers as well as improving supply of our spare parts. Kita punya waiting period memang lama. Some of our order, even kita punya the new launch Alza, for example, waiting period also some orders, particularly the higher rate also very long. So for this year, for 2023, we must make sure that we deliver to the customer within the stipulated reasonable time. To achieve this, we will enhance our logistics and warehouse management as well as stabilize our stock. Our second initiative is to place higher prioritization on our manufacturing capacity. This will be achieved by product mapping, further digitalization of our operation, improvement of our drive system, and enhancement of our manpower capabilities. So for information, I think as you know, factories, the PTSSP and also PMSB, the new factory is okay because The workers are quite young, and kita punya old factory ni, workers dia dah aging sikit lah. Bayar-bayar saya and so on. So they cannot stand for more than 6 hours, at the assembly line. So for that, I asked Mr. Dagashi, the president of the university, to make sure that how do we assist these workers so that they can work, maintain the same productivity level, even for the 8 hours of the production line. At the same time, by assisting, by providing simpler process, improving digitalization and so on. So that is the production, and of course we will continue to develop our suppliers and also ecosystem so that they can cope with the jump in the production. So not only the production that they focus on own production, but the vendors, the total ecosystem. They must be effectively manage the operation so that they can cope to the requirement, to Perodua's requirement, and able to supply the parts for the volume that we plan for this year. Our third focus is to further refine our network strategy. So this is a new initiative that will be undertaken. We will introduce the new outlet standard or NFOS on it. This standard will see a new brand image for Perodua with a fresh concept with emphasis on green technologies. A more detailed explanation can be seen later on. We will also introduce a mono operation, we call it, which will seamlessly integrate our sales and service operations, which will enhance our customer experience. Jadi customer kalau dia pergi kita punya showroom, after this, they will have whether it is sales customer ke, service customer ke, and all that, they seamless integration, and then it is single point for them.
Dia tunggu model apa, Faris? Faiz, sorry, tunggu model apa, Faiz?
By introducing a new framework, creating regional parts centers and distribution centers for a faster delivery of spare parts to our customers. We are also looking at to create a new value chain business from our operation. Value chain, as I mentioned many times, so for this year we are planning to have a total rollout of our subscription and leasing business. While at the same time, strengthening our pre-owned vehicle business by leveraging on expected higher sales volume this year, as well as by further enhancing our digitalization. So kita punya pre-owned business also will be enhanced, will be grow, will be expanded, and that also will give some kind of impact to our bottom line in the future. We are also taking steps to improve our export market. As you know, we have spent most of our energy to ensure delivery to our domestic customers. At the same time, to export due to COVID-19 was also make exporting a challenge. But we see now that most international economies and automotive markets are now on the road to recovery. For Perodua, we have taken time over the last couple of years to study for outside market. This includes tax structures, market potential, hidden barriers to entry. In order for us to be a competitive and profitable player on the international market, that is strategizing our pricing policies and enhancing our logistics management. So kita dah buat for the last 2 years because of COVID-19 and all that, we have done a lot of study and then need to readjust back our export strategy, including also the price structure as well as the logistics management. Not to mention, we are also expanding our R&D capabilities so that we be truly centralized. Our core production will focus on plant modernization, as you can see in the slide, particularly on our stamping and paint shop. So the bottleneck of our production is basically the cut stamping and also paint shop. Paint shop ni, I'm referring to the old factory. So we are now taking a step how to maximize the old factory's paint shop so that we can achieve the maximum productivity level. But at the same time also we will further enhance our vendor management and development so that they too can benefit from modernization and other operational enhancements. At Perodua, we are also working to increase productivity by enhancing the takt time of our production line. So PJMSB, currently we are running about 1.25. So we plan for this year at 1.1 takt time. So we will hire more people and then complete the line faster than last year. And for PMSB, maximum takt time is 1.8. I don't put here the numbers. However, our friend here, Mr. Takashi, is trying to challenge 1.7 takt time for our whole factory. So by increasing the takt time, we believe whatever plan and targeted numbers that we want to do for this year will be able to be achieved. While all of this is happening, we are also looking to maximize initiatives towards realizing our carbon neutral agenda. So carbon neutral memang penting. On the sales front, we will continue to expedite our CS transformation activities. So carbon neutral agenda put on in 2023. At the same time, kita must make sure that CS transformation is happening, and we must make sure proper communication being transferred to our customers so that they will continue to retain their bookings and eventually, be the loyal customers. So to this end, we will execute our network structural reformation NSR and outlet rationalization towards the mono operations as well as the expansion. As I mentioned last year, we still plan, by 2025 to achieve 70% of 3S. So more product outlet by 2025, hopefully we can achieve 70% of our total outlet 3S operation. So yang 1 plus 2, 4 and all that we are going to convert to 3S. So hopefully, so far on track, and hopefully we can achieve that. We will also continue our digitalization transformation initiative in order to improve our processes. To make this a reality, we will emphasize on connectivity application. So new things that we'll do for this year is talking about the connectivity, not only in terms of our process and so on, but also we are studying also the fact in terms of the product. So not forgetting, we also enhance our value chain. Value chain memang something yang I think
Cuba tengok tu kat bawah tu, slide sebelah kiri bawah tu dia tulis XEV take off. Nampak macam tahun ni dia orang start dia orang punya EV punya program lah. Tak tahulah maksudnya hybrid ke ataupun battery electric vehicle lah.
As well as government kata, by 2025, by 2040, the government will achieve for the automotive sector. For Perodua, we are committed to the CN agenda, and we are studying and aggressively reducing our operational carbon. So for a start, we must make sure that our operation meet all the carbon footprint requirements again. At the same time also, we are working to further reduce product carbon emission as well as to use less resources to achieve the 2030 carbon target of 4.2 in our future product. So ini memang dah digazetkan ataupun as part of our KPI given by the government. By 2030, carbon target must be 4.2 liter per 100 km. So we need to have a plan to achieve this target. Some of the slides, this slide shows our ongoing efforts to meeting the target, which includes introducing a CN policy, creating awareness programs and promotion activities with the staff. In terms of investment, we have completed installation of solar panels on our grounds as part of our commitment towards renewable energy for our operations. We are also looking at using natural gas as a power source as part of our commitment to achieve the Sustainable Development Goal agenda. On the new outlet standard or NOS I mentioned earlier, the image before you is the now and after rendition of what we want our outlet to look like. They are slim, simple and compact. In the new NOS, we want to have extra parking areas for our customers. Another notable difference is that we want to just have one entrance for our CS center, satu entrance saja for service ke, for sales ke, and all that. The reason for this is we want to show that our sales and service businesses are fully integrated. This means that the customer can refer to the same manager for their monitoring authority. This is reflected in the interior layout of the NOS outlet. Before, there is a clear divide.
Harus kena tunggu sikit lah.
The NOS outlet will have one visitor and customer waiting area is shared by most customers looking to buy cars and customers that want to have their cars. So maknanya kita tak panggil reception, kita panggil greeter, but they should approach the customer rather than waiting for the customer to ask. Also, we change the concept slightly, so hopefully this will be materialized. Coming to 2023, we have identified several key activities that will be our focus. In terms of export, for example, we plan to refine. We have identified challenges, for example, limited market access, because we only produce light and dry. While we are accepted here, our brand value in other countries are still quite low. We are also not there yet in terms of cost and quality competitiveness. We know that. There are also barriers to entry that we must study, such as regulations. Getting the right partners are also a challenge, especially one that can give specific feedback about their market. So knowing these challenges, basically half of the battle. Our plan is to overcome these challenges, for example, continuous cost efficiency and activities, including vendors, quality and cost improvement to achieve competitive level on a global level. Strengthening our export organization, compliance to potential export countries and regulation, develop and grow existing distributors business, almost activities to increase, continue to increase our brand awareness and presence. So export is memang something that is still behind. However, hopefully next 3 years kita boleh, recover back, and then we will be able to export more than 5,000 units. Saya letak itu. We put that by 2025, about 8,400 units to be exported, and we are still want to study, particularly that there is a market access. Now, throughout my presentation, I mentioned digitalization quite a number of times, right? So this slide gives a real world example of how digitalization makes a difference in this industry. The National Digital Center is an innovative creative center that reduces development costs of a prototype and subsequent design when developing a new model. This technological center offers suppliers a way to develop new tools and designs for quicker and more cost-effective than using claims. We also offer this center for our suppliers as well, so that they too can improve their design and improve cost efficiency. So this center has just come online. So kita baru implement and baru utilize this National Digital Center, and we allow our suppliers to use so that they also can improve and invest in the research and development. As Perodua move forward, it is important that our suppliers advance their operations too. This is because the Malaysian automotive ecosystem, which Perodua is part of, is only strong as its inhabitants. For this to happen, both OEM, in this case Perodua, and the government play its respective roles to ensure that the Malaysian automotive ecosystem is able to grow to its best potential. So this slide shows the action taken since 2017 to enhance the local automotive ecosystem, and despite the hardships we faced during the COVID-19 pandemic, we were able to turn those challenges into opportunities and have gotten stronger because of it. Looking ahead, we want to further expand the support we provide to our suppliers by developing their facilities and enhancing their equipment and human resource development. We will do this by utilizing the National Digital Center that provides rapid prototype facilities that will further enhance productivity and efficiency. Local testing facilities must also be developed. These testing facilities must be able to meet global standards and must be able to produce trustworthy results in order to create customer experience. These testing facilities must also be reasonable in terms of cost and delivery. So in terms of human resource competency, there must be a system in place to train and retain people. Specialized training must be made available to our suppliers, and so that the new recruits understand the requirements to be part of the automotive industry. After recruitment, our suppliers must also need to develop these talents so that productivity and quality level can be scaled up quickly. So the human resource development part is important, as the key to a successful industry is how knowledgeable and capable its people are. The race for electric vehicles is now on. The issue is that our suppliers lack the exposure on developing parts for HEV or BEV, as well as other advanced technology parts. Even Perodua is not in the EV race yet. This means that the Malaysian automotive industry is in danger of being left behind once BEV becomes mainstream. To overcome this challenge, we are working with our partners and to identify companies with electrification know-how and have access to advanced technologies. From there, we will explore potential for strategic partnerships with our local suppliers and local vendors. From there, push these vendors forward with proposals for electrification and advanced technology. Looking at our suppliers, we also need to give focus to our second-tier vendors by providing the right support so that they can move to tier 1. We also need to enhance their digitalization management, particularly in automating their manual processes, and ultimately integrate the systems of our vendors. This will allow us to have real-time data and enhance transparency within the ecosystem. We are also encouraging our suppliers to enhance their operations, even R&D capabilities, or at least for them to upgrade legacy. Maknanya mesin-mesin yang lama yang kena upgrade, kena improve, they need to do that, they need to upgrade, because now, after you see the numbers for 2023, it is totally new, it's a different kind of game of Perodua. We are going beyond the normal traditional way of production. We have to make sure that our suppliers are also ready in terms of the capacity improvement, in terms of machine improvement, digitalization. Also, we are encouraged to changing their mindset to adopt Industry 4.0 as this change is already adopted on the global level. So in terms of people, we want to incorporate greater discipline to their workforce. This is the basis of monozukuri, we call it, the implementation of 5S, improve internal communication, and so on. Learning from the past, we also want our suppliers to depend less on foreign labor, more specifically improving the employment ratio to 80-20, 80% local employees and 20% local at their operation. So this is our target. So we need to support and help them so that they employ more locals, reduce foreign, so that what happened in the past will not be happening again in the future. And by doing that, I hope one day our suppliers also will be able to achieve the global level production efficiency as well as the competitiveness. We will also continue with our upfront payment of fully whatever investment for the order, kita akan continue. We will invest for that, while at the same time shorten payment terms for basic cash flow of partners. So kita kena make sure that our suppliers have enough financial capabilities, and we must make sure we need to support them. We must make sure that they are able to focus on the operation side as well as cost competitiveness and quality improvement. So in terms of announcements of vendor capabilities and activities, we have identified 5 areas that are in need of announcement moving forward: metal stamping, resin, painting and foaming, rubber, and any body in terms of BEE and HEE. These actions considered to develop this field include potential partnering of existing vendors with overseas suppliers with the right expertise and track record, and even looking for new vendors looking to invest in this country. So this slide is quite interesting. We highlight, the automotive registration during the pandemic is recovery. Last year, as you know, year 2022 was the highest jump in TRE by 41.6% across the board to 718,700 units. But as I mentioned, observe what goes up must come down. So this year, we expect the market, this is our own internal forecast, we expect the market to stabilize at 705,000. Maybe some other, players, they say, the market will use to 650,000 or 680,000, but we are still positive the market will take above 700,000 units. And of course, it is very challenging, but despite the 15,000 units drop expected this year, we expect the TRE to remain above the 700,000 mark, as some banks are still working towards fulfilling last year's orders. So banyak dari kalau kita tengok, kalau kita study waiting period not only for Perodua, but some other also, we still have long waiting period. So we believe, this order will be fulfilled this year, and that's why I say, this year we will stay above.
Interesting. Produknya estimation lebih tinggi pada ME.
Given that we expect the TRE to reach 700,000 this year, so we calculated that our market share will be around 45% this year, as we target to register 314,000 this year. So this is the first time for us, going beyond the 300,000. So at this moment, we put the 314,000, but actually our state is very, very positive. Maybe they want to go beyond the 340,000, but I leave it to them. And I hope we can do this. The point is that we still have to work very hard. We have to work very hard to make sure, to deliver the outstanding orders so far. So the reason for the 314,000 basically part of it because we have high outstanding orders, for some of our vehicles. On service operation, would likely to stabilize this year as we expect, more by 200,000 intakes for our service operation this year. So the numbers that we recorded last year was for 2.6 million intakes. This year we got to about 2.8 million intakes. And also we will also try to improve customer retention for this year as we target our service market share will be around 74% or more, which is 1% higher than what we recorded last year. Last year we got 73%. To meet the current demand for our models, both our manufacturing facilities will have to work hard to maximize the production for this year. So for 2023, our target is to produce 330,000 minimum production, which is a 14.1% higher compared with 289,100 units made last year. So the 330,000 maknanya kita gradual or maximize our production capacity. Our production capacity, basically normal capacity is about 300,000 without overtime and so on. And if we want to do 330,000, so we must make sure that everything is as per plan, and we must make sure also the logistic vendor supply system and all that, be in line with our plan for this year. So if we are able to produce 330,000, this will be our highest production volume section, maknanya 100% capacity utilization. So it is very challenging, but I think with the effort and the team that we have, I believe they should be able to challenge even more than 330,000 for this year. Towards realizing our target, we will purchase some 10 billion worth of local parts from our local suppliers. This is also another achievement for us. Last year we purchased about 8.3 billion. So, of course, 2020, 21, and 2019, because of pandemic, COVID-19, and all that for 5 billion, our average purchase is about 6 billion, for the last 5 years. But next year, we think, we can do beyond 10 billion of local purchase. It is very important for us to purchase, to have a higher local content. Our policy always retain 95% of local content because we want to make sure that total ecosystem, particularly our local vendors, continue to survive, continue to have economies of scale for them to give and produce competitive parts and hence, develop the investment. For the investment, we are looking to invest about 1.15 billion this year in terms of capex, which is about 35.2% increase compared to 850 million last year. So, as you will recall last year when I presented plan for 2022, actually we plan to invest about 1.something billion, but because of COVID-19 and all that, so we have to do some rationalization, particularly in terms of new model development. Hence, the capex for last year finally, maximum 850.5 million. Tetapi that rationalization will happen. So dengan this year we are still positive. We will invest about 1.15 billion. This investment include, the development of new model investment, followed by the development of new structures, capacity expansion, and so on. So most of the investment will be focused in investment in terms of capacity improvement and space management, carbon neutral initiative, and preparation for case, for connected electrification and so on. So we have also allocated capital on our sales operation, which is to improve connectivity, namely in system creation and infrastructure improvement, enhancing our value chain businesses such as leasing and insurance and FS. So for 2023, to summarize, of course, we plan to do better than last year. In terms of registration target is about 314 for this year, which is about 11.3% compared to 182,000 last year. In terms of market share, about 44.5% market share, 39.1% recorded last year. In terms of production of 14.1% higher, 330,000 compared to 289,000 units made last year. And service intake 2.0 million compared to 2.6 million performance in 2023. So of course, in summary, the achievement of 2022 was the result of our ability to formulate countermeasures in dynamic environment, and this will continue to be our way. So kita akan sentiasa go beyond the normal. Kita akan sentiasa to challenge, what is the best that we.
Berdengung sikit kau pasal pakai mic tu.
Even in a difficult situation, because we believe even in a difficult, if we start to think carefully, if we formulate properly, there must be countermeasures that can be undertaken, and hence we can provide to our customers. Our priority is to keep our business sustainability as our top priority. We must be sensitive to business environment changes and be responsible to anticipate risk. Perodua will also continuously support our vendors and dealers because as when they do well, we do well. We also want to get closer to our customers and we want to retain them. To do this, we need to further strengthen our CS, enhance our network, touch points, value chain, as well as delve deeper into digitalization and connectivity. Last but not least, we need to develop our people. We need to mold our leaders and have a succession plan in place and further upskill our people. After all, we are all about building us people. So basically, this is my last presentation slide, but I will confess that before I end my presentation, this is not the last information that I want to give you. I want to share. So I think our people will be distributing the another media release. They put here bonus media release lah, tapi saya kata media release. It is about the open for booking. for the all-new Perodua Asia Media List. So we are going to do our new model production with different details. So in the document, you will find some of the features of our latest model along with a tentative price range. Maksudnya kita akan keluarkan media, kita akan
Dia nak bagi maklumat lah. Tunggu lagi. Apa je press list dah terus tembak.
Tentative price range, for Perodua, kalau kita kata tentative itu maknanya kita tak ada.
Confirm.
So this new model will help us carry into the second half of the year. And entry level model, Perodua Asia, is one of our most popular models. And in the document, you will find highlighted features of the model.
Tu dia ada umum dah Asia baru.
And evolution of safety and digital.
Safety dengan digital.
Basically, Perodua Asia in terms of the spec, that will be a lot higher compared to our present Asia. At the same time, also they punya space and all that, good space is also bigger, compared to our current Asia. I hope that all of you will help us in sharing this news with your audience. So kita akan start invitation, kita punya launching, kita plan to launch in the middle of February, and kita akan
Pelancaran pertengahan Februari untuk Asia baru. So media akan dapat uji lah, preview untuk kita bawakan berita kepada kawan-kawan semua.
So with that, I would like to say thank you for listening. Thank you very much, and let's have a good night after. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, I ask for your permission as we take a few minutes to set up the Q&A.
Pecah telinga. Bagi dia. They already give a press release. Bonus press release. What they give? Self-service. Mana tak dapat pun. Yuk, cari. Okey, sementara duk tunggu lepas set up kita baca sikit press release ni. Dok nak bercakap dia pun nak cakap.
And before we begin our press conference, we would like to invite everybody to speak on our Ahmad, Mr. Takahashi, and also Chief Visual Fund.
To whom it may concern.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we open the floor for questions, we would like to introduce you once again our panel for today, the leader in
Bang, man buat macam mana kereta popular bukan dapat tak pulun. Bagus lah. Tapi hampa kena tunggu sat lah buat macam mana kan. Ha? Sabar.
And on his left is Chief Visuals by Jafar, Chief Operating Officer for Rossi. Now we would like to invite
Apa kelas live-nya maksudnya?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for coming. As I mentioned earlier, we share was 2023 the challenge for us for this year is the capacity dari segi from the production point of view. Of course, we try to maximize the speed of line at the same time not only for Perodua but also our supply. So we are making plans to have all that on getting the vendors 47 for them to understand in detail what kind of methodology that is taken by them to ensure that they will take up the requirement for this year. So, of course, we mentioned the package should be 400,000 for this year, but in order for us to do the 300,000, that means our vendor they must do beyond the 300,000 because normally they will need also keep some stock, learning from what happened in December last year, but all that. So we have asked them the stock management properly managed, stock management must be made, and also must keep some kind of stock to cushion effect of the cluster. So knowing that, so we need to explain that the 300,000 is for Perodua, but that we must ensure they have to reach beyond their capacity. So another challenge for us for this year is actually the the semiconductor supply. We have planned, we have strategy how to do this. However, we have a constant communication with our partners and then we seek advice, we seek opinion on how shall we secure the supply, what kind of plan, what kind of sourcing done for this year to ensure that we are able to have enough supply be able to produce this year. And number three, I mentioned earlier, not total reform of our outlet, but the way that we manage the customer. The new outlets that will be introduced means we want our dealers also to be part of the customer. We focus on vendor development. So many years we focus on vendor development. You can see from the slide. In fact, from 2017, all that we have planned for our vendors development. Dulu initially we call vendor support center, vendor support center. Now we call it SSD, supply support system. Sebab what we want is that for vendors understand that kita ni together with them. Masa senang ke, masa susah kita akan bersama-sama to make sure that dia tahulah yang walaupun even in difficult times we are there to support. So similarly dengan dealers pun we have to do the same. Sebab dealers ni macam kita rasa senang lah because now they can get the booking, they can get the model deposit, all that. But dia kata nampak macam seems to be that the bottleneck is dekat our production, but sebenarnya for them is even more difficult because they got to face the customer. They got to make sure that the communication is the right communication being given to customers so that the customers will continue to retain and keep them. The customer keep in our brand. So yang sebab oleh because of that, we feel that this year we have to show detail. So we need to work together with our leaders. Then we need to make sure that whatever changes that need to be done, there must be simple, minimum investment, but yet look different. Minimum investment, very simple, very practical, and yet give better image and also better giving this. So I checked the numbers. So now I open, if there is a question.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Now we open the floor for questions, and if you like to ask, raise up your hand, and our team will pass the microphone. Please introduce your name and which organization are you from. So maybe have the first question, please. Yes.
I'm Hans from Laporan. Regarding the 527 million expenditure allocated for new model development, can I confirm that this is for multiple models and the time frame for this model to go into production?
Okay, the new models, they were 527 million we mentioned earlier. It is for multiple models, and then it is not the model that we're going to launch in 2023. Is actually 2024 and 2025. So investment need to come now, because one of the slightly different kind of concept that we do is that of course we are facing the capacity problem. We are facing difficulties to manage our operation because of maximum capacity, because of demand, and then of course easier way is actually to invest in the new factory. Easier way is actually to invest in the new line, for example. But we don't want to do that now. What we want to do is that to maximize the current capacity. Therefore, space management is very important. So once we decided to do the space management for this year and next year, we have to consider what kind of model that we're going to produce in 2024, 2025, so that whatever changes that we do in our factory space management this year will be able to cater for the requirement of 2024 and 2025. So it is currently enhanced, it is a multiple model investment, and it is actually for 2024 up to 2025 model investment.
I would like to follow up the question, but also Perodua has previously mentioned that you only do you try to limit to one full model change and one minor change per year. But the last 2 years there has been quite a number of disruption, and I'm pretty sure their original model life cycles will be disrupted. I'd like to confirm, is one full model change, one minor change is still valid for 2023 and 2024?
Yeah, still valid. Actually, our current capability is actually one full model change and two minor change. So of course, because of COVID-19 and all that, 2019, 21, 22, 2020, 21, 20, 21, 2019, disrupted because of COVID-19. But this last year is actually our recovery. This year is actually it will go back to pre-pandemic level.
Thank you, Dr.
All right, next, Amanda.
Pasal outstanding itu agaknya how much maybe you can share just how much you have, and also when do you see agaknya stock tu akan stabilize? That's number one. Number two tu yang kita dalam slide tu tadi ada English dalam project kan XEB take off. So agaknya bila develop dan nampak perjumpaan model lah.
Right, thank you for the question. Currently, the total outstanding we have is around 220,000 minutes. 220,000 minutes total outstanding. It is a good problem, but still a problem. We cannot say
Koyak
that,
kaki tu.
because there's 250,000 customers. 250 customers menunggu.
Oh,
Ya,
crap.
pertama sekali kita kena make sure that by end of March, customer yang book because of penyakit yang ada sistem atau semua, dia sepatutnya dapat legal sebelum 31 Mac. Okay? Sebab lepas 31 Mac, sistem dah diimpose. Tapi based on kita punya current study and planning, we realize agak sukar for those customer yang akan dapat semua dia, by 31 Mac. Dia kan ada definitely dia mesti spillover. Tapi saya mention banyak kali, for Perodua kita honor. Kita banyak honor, kita honest. Maksudnya kalau for example customer tunggu sistem, if we have to absorb the system, walaupun dapat beyond 31st month, kita akan buat. Kita akan make sure. Because I think customer is very important. Dia book kita pada masa tu, dia book adalah without system, and it is our problem that we cannot deliver the car by March. Therefore, kita kena buat. Cuma masalah kita ialah bila ada book check, bila ada price different and all that, so we got to manage this kind of thing. So I don't have the numbers now, how many units, berapa banyak customer yang kena, and we have to wait until end of March to see, berapa ramai customer yang still tak dapat kereta itu, but they book under zero sales tax. Then we will make a proper announcement later on, and rest assured, we will make sure that they will also enjoy whatever system they continue with their booking. So that's number two. Whatever new booking that happened, hopefully dengan 330,000 of production this year, and average, the normal standard booking that we receive monthly, based on our calculation, at least the 220,000 customer waiting itu dia akan dapat hasil lah, because we plan to produce 320,000. Tapi saya tak tahu di sini itu bila berhasil. Desember. Bulan tapi so kita will be, communicating, kita akan call, kita akan engage, kita akan call them and then plan. And then the last question that asked is about XPV check-off. So as I mentioned, of course, sekarang basically we have decided to say that Malaysia have decided. I mentioned that before this. For the electric vehicle, we have to be certain, whether it is environmental or because of technology. So now we have decided to say, technology. At the same time, we also hope, the source of energy also be improved. Rather than burning of coal, we hope more renewable energy was used as source of energy in the country. So since it is technology, that's why we for this year, so I don't mention when that we will introduce the EV vehicle whatsoever, but if you notice from my slide, the preparation is at vendor system. So what I'm trying to say is that if let's say we introduce the electric vehicle, for example, we must ensure localization will be happen. Three main components out of the three main components, which is the battery and the inverter and also the motor, for example. Out of three, one must be localized because we are Perodua and because we want to develop the local industry. So if you notice, I hint in my slide just now, the preparation is in fact the vendor. So we will try to make sure for this year, our promotional activities is try to bring in, the EV and all these vendors into the country, so that we can JV with our vendor, and our vendor will have the capability, and capacity to produce the EV vehicle, and because of that, it is easier for us to plan for our EV product to be introduced. So now I cannot share when, but later this year or in the past of this year, maybe we can share with you based on our plan now. Is it workable or not? Is there any vendors in the country willing to take up this challenge, to do the localization of battery or inverter or motor, for example. Battery including also the BMS, the battery management system, the cooling system, and all that. So hopefully, I really wish that they can do that, because and we also must ensure also, as part of our dimension earlier, talking about the production space management project, because if we want to do the city, we must make sure also the production also be able to get for them. So space management is also one of the direction required for us to produce that. We have that kind of capacity. So I hope that will answer your question.
Right, next question, Arman from Malaysian Petroleum.
Hi,
Hi, Ahmad.
Once again, number one position in the local market. One is with regards to your subscription service. Now, as said in the press release, you said that the response for the first publicly available subscription model was overwhelming, and you did say that there is some earmark is to expand further on that. The thing is, there are quite where the hybrid program is heavily subsidized by Google. So will there be some sort of any customers prior to that expansion, or is that already done to suggest that the customers are ready for whatever it's costing? That's number one. Number two, I'd like to talk a little bit about production, because as you mentioned, space management is very important for Perodua, because we only have 2 facilities at the moment for production. However, that only speaks to the current model lineup, or if we talk about the segments within which Perodua already competes. There are quite a number of rumors going about that Perodua may break into new segments in the next couple of years, which then may necessitate the requirement of a new facility, or how will Perodua go about that particular arrangement should there be a new model in a new segment coming in next year? Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. First question about the subscription and also our Ativa hybrid. To answer your question, we will make announcement prior to the full implementation of our subscription scheme. But that time will come after we have completed, the current 300 units of Ativa hybrid subscription feedback received from our customer. So the first, I think we have done the first feedback from our customer. Quite good response received from our customer. No complaint at all. In fact, we say not to indicate of fees that they pay monthly is basically on the low side. So we will do another what we call gathering and try to gather information. Most probably by middle of this year, we will get more information, and based on that information, we will announce how shall we do for our subscription, what is the amount, and then what kind of scheme that we will introduce. But definitely, this is as one of our new business that we would like to launch within this year and expand. Basically, that is on the customer and market side, but on our side, basically, we are now developing the system, right? And try to ensure that when we announce this subscription scheme and business, so they can so we will announce very soon after we receive the feedback from our current 300 units customer. On question number 2, actually, yeah, we mentioned about space. If to answer your question directly, basically in our preparation for that space management, we have taken into consideration for any new models that we would like to introduce within next 1 or 2 years, in fact 3 years. So memangnya kita dah consider, we already consider in our planning that any capacity improvement, line balancing, and all that we need to factor for future model investment. The only thing is that before we go into a different segment, before we go into a different category, for example, we go into a big segment category, we must make sure what kind of cannibalization will happen to our current market. So we have, for example, our Alza, which is quite good response from the customer. We have also our Arus, which is steadily doing about 2,000 units per month and all that. So if we introduce slightly bigger model that compete with the pasar harus, then we have to make sure what kind of capitalization and so on. So at this moment, I cannot announce, I don't announce that, either the plan and all that, but rest assured, when it comes, we will make announcement. So cumanya what I'm explaining just now is that when we do the capacity balancing space management in the factory to minimize the investment, basically we have to consider our next 3 years model development.
Right, thank you. Next question from Cik Safon.
Assalamualaikum.
Clearly, the production and sales number will lead you to have very thin stockpile again at the end of the year. Are you happy with the current stock level? And realistically, how many cars beyond 330,000 can you produce? Second question, optimization of space. I'm guessing that PGMSB, not much can be really done, so tinggal kat PMSB. Does that include a lot of automation? How are you doing that? And lastly, on the 3 major components that you're targeting for localization, clearly battery is the most high value, but also the most difficult. So of the 3, which is your first target to be localized?
Thank you. Okay. Number 1 is in terms of stock. Basically, we have a standard, for us, we have a standard most supply of stock. The requirement will be around 0 minimum, is about 0.5 months kind of stock. So kalau say they produce 20,000 or 30,000 per month, so at least 15,000 will require. So for that, for example, I mentioned here the production is 50,000, and it is true that we cannot have the capacity of 30,000 and produce 30,000. So what we need to do is that to make sure that 330,000, but we must have additional capacity space requirement. So that preparation is basically for the 300,000 about. So because 15,000 technically speaking is 0.5 months of stock level that we should have.
The bare minimum.
Minimum, yes. So that is in terms of stock. And then number 2, just now we are asking about the space management and all that. Yes, PMSB, our new factory, dia memang dah fully maximize in terms of space, and then the only thing that they can do is the production efficiency is increase their line speed, which they can get because the people are less old, more young, younger than PMSB. Whereas PMSB ni more old, less young people, so we got to plan properly. Okay? So the activity, the improvement, capacity and product will be concentrated at PMSB. Okay? And then when we do that, okay, not only we consider for our future plan, volume, plan, model and all that, but this time around, we will take into consideration the carbon requirement that we can do. So dekat PMSB ni, yang kata orang tu need to be improved dari segi carbon adalah punya paint shop. Because PMSB we still use our solvent based paint, whereas PMSB we have used water based. So PGMSB use water based. So number 1 is actually how to convert the current paint shop to meet the carbon neutral standard. And number 2, at our stamping line basically, which at PMSB, they are currently supplied to both PGMSB and PMSB. So the stamping capacity at this moment almost maximum. So rationalization needs to be done in our stamping, whereby stamping here not only dari segi stamping the stroke per hour, stroke per minute, for example, but in order for us to stamp part, we have to store the die. So the die storage is the most difficult part for us to manage. Kalau kita store the die outside, far from Perodua, then it will become not possible. So the stamping site is actually something that we focus on this year to make sure that we have enough capacity, enough space, for us to produce the 6 or 7 models that we have, that we obviously see. So I hope that will answer you.
Last one.
Last one. Oh yes, sir.
Component.
EV out of three. Out of three, definitely battery is the best bet for us to localize basically. And then this what you call dia macam ni. Let's say for example, if we want to do the EV vehicle, for example, so we have to decide, whether we're going to do full model EV or whether we're going to do a conversion model. Contohnya, if I take Asia for example, and I want to convert. So if we do conversion model, the limitation is dekat battery, because I got to make sure that the platform can fit, the battery packaging system that they have, and you have to arrange the packaging and all that. So if you ask me what is the best out of three, I think battery is the best for us to localize. So if we are able to do that, then if you want to do a conversion model, it will be easier for us and less investment compared to the new model.
Excellent. Next.
Danny from Cotton.
Dr. Sri,
Yeah.
this might be the first time ever that Malaysia is launching the model in ASEAN before Indonesia.
Yeah.
So there's this hint of our bigger role in R&D these days. We are the TICOS, we are the leader in shared R&D.
Yeah, thank you. So from the original plan, kalau say for example, we don't have the COVID-19, for example. In fact, we are supposed to launch even more earlier than Indonesia, because our production supposed to be 3 months ahead of Indonesia. But because of COVID-19, now that got to be first. But yes, you're right. What we want to do is that we have to make sure that our R&D capabilities, our plan for the self-reliance for our R&D is in line. Basically, they say by 2025 we should be able to achieve full self-reliance of our R&D. Maknanya apa? Full self-reliance ni, kalau say for example, if I give you, for you to develop your own model from planning sampai full development, we should be able to do that, for example. So by having certain achievement, by having achieved to a certain level of our R&D, we believe that we are able to launch this model, and not only launching the model ahead of Indonesia or Thailand or whatever, but more importantly is that whatever that we face in terms of this year in Malaysia, we will be able to share with them in Indonesia or Thailand, so that they do not repeat the same mistake that we make in Malaysia. Then, by doing that, they will be able to reduce their development cost, and this is part of our common sharing, kind of activity with us and also.
All right, next from Haribacho, Cik.
Assalamualaikum. Okey, saya nak tanya satu soalan ni adalah berkaitan dengan harga. Adakah akan ada tingkatan harga untuk produk pada tahun 2023? Dan satu lagi soalan ialah dengan adanya pelacaran model Asia baru ni, jadi dengan jumlah pending booking sebanyak 220,000 tu mesti ada juga yang booking Asia kan? Jadi boleh tak mereka menukar kepada model Asia yang baru ni untuk order diorang, dan adakah ia memberi kesan kepada pengeluaran dan tempoh penghantaran pula untuk tujuan begitu? Terima kasih.
Saya jawab yang kedua dulu lah, senang sikit. Yang Asia customer sekarang ni, yang nak tunggu, and then kalau kita memang encourage untuk di-convert kepada Asia baru. Kalau dia tak dapat, stop, memang kita dah expect lah. Lebih some thousands of kita punya booking ni, dia akan dapat ke all Asia. Because kita punya all Asia dah stop production by end of this month, and then our Asia baru dah start production from end of January lah, from last week dah start. So tapi bila dia convert, kita akan make sure that whatever benefit is supposed to receive pada masa yang lama, kita akan bagi pusat. Walaupun ASEAN baru dari segi set, walaupun set yang different. For example, ASEAN lama set mungkin 1,500, yang baru mungkin 2,000. So kita akan subscribe dulu.
Wah, banyak
sebab customer yang saya mention tadi, customer tu memang dia kalau dia convert pada ASEAN baru tu memang dia loyal kepada produk brand. So ini yang kita harapkanlah. Itu satu sebenarnya dari segi simple explanation kita mau commercial yang baru. Kalau dia jual 0 system, yang baru pun dia akan jual 0 system. Itu ASEAN. Ini memang kita dah lepas tu yang kedua, dari segi pendekatan. So this one saya nak clarify. For Perodua existing model, maknanya yang running model, MyB ke, Tiap ke, Asal ke, Upskill, Besar ke semua, walaupun harga material naik, di moment kita tak ada, kita akan maintain, at least untuk tahun ini, maintain, no price increase. Sebab kita rasa what we need to do is that dia mesti ada cara dari segi kita punya own internal cost reduction in order for us to finish, and then there must be some ada cara supaya vendor kita also able to reduce the cost dari segi lain overhead reduction whatever. So as you see model kita ada dari segi for example harga yang baru macam for example ASEAN kita introduce, saya mention tadi the size of this model akan besar berbanding dengan current. Yang kalau yang dia lah, tapi dia size tu besar. Nanti tengok dia kata tunjukkan apa lah. Lepas tu yang keduanya, the features also different. Maknanya ASEAN dulu dia basic, dia tak ada AC. Dia tak ada for example airbag for example. So the new one will kita akan equip dengan 6 airbag, termasuk curtain airbag. Sebab safety is very important. Banyak kita nak make sure as we grow kita akan masukkan policy. So dengan peningkatan dari segi specification, dengan peningkatan dari segi safety yang ada kepada maka harga memanglah berbeza dengan harga yang sekarang. Yang tu lah. So yang tu memang ada berbeza lah. Maknanya kita naikkan harga untuk model baru bukan kerana impact of inflation, bukan kerana impact of material for example, but because of additional features yang masuk. So konsep kita macam tu. So selagi kita boleh bertahan, kita try to bertahan, setakat mana kita bertahan, and then and my own personal forecast, for example, bila orang cakap, and people talk about the material price, my own personal forecast, I think this year dia peak. It will no more increase in material price. They akan stabilize at some peak level. By mid of this year, they start to use because when they start to recover, so when they start to recover, the economies of scale, people, should not people start to produce back according to their normal production capacity and all that. So dia akan ada price balance. So kalau ada begitu, baru saya memikir untuk tahun ini kita akan ada and we will not increase price just because of material price inflation. Tapi kalau spek different, memang kita akan ada price increase, and nanti bila kita pakai untuk test drive, we should be able to evaluate whether ini betul ke dia punya value increase.
Selit satu. ASEAN ni based on the concept car yang you show off kat claim ke?
Itu nanti masih kita test drive.
Alright, next question from India TV, channel please.
Jadi kami ada komen di Facebook kena ada posting razia tu. So dia tanya kalau tak ada manual sekolah memandu boleh cari kereta lain mungkin MyB. Tapi seingat saya MyB pun sekarang dah tak ada manual. Jadi adakah ini mana selepas ni tak akan ada lagi model manual di sekolah sekarang apa?
Terima kasih soalan tu, and then itu soalan yang bagus. Kalau siapa tangkap, saya cakap tadi 6 atau 7 model. 6 model kita ada sekarang Azia, Besar, MyB, Tiap, Azam, Arus. 6 model, 6 atau 7 model, maknanya setelah 1 model Azia manual So maknanya, tapi saya tak boleh cakap begini because Asia memang yang kita nak continue, sepatutnya kita launch selepas hari raya itu.
Oh.
There is some modification, tapi jangan buat itulah Asia. Tapi rest assured, apa yang saya nak cakap kat sini adalah kita still akan continue untuk buat kereta manual, particularly untuk sport. So, and yang tu nanti kita akan announce later.
Tapi tak jual ke awak?
Saya rasa kalau memang tu akan suka lah. Sebab kereta sama spek bagus. Tengoklah harga dia bukan sikit lah. Kita tak tahulah. I sebagai beli lah. So jangan takut. Perodua still continue.
Boleh jalan sekali lagi.
Dia buat sikit.
Next question from leaders.
Okay, tiba. Dari school ni ada order 100.
Kalau based on our plan, it is actually based on the steps. We should do hybrid first. So yes, hybrid. I can say now that hybrid is in our plan, and we will go on a hybrid base production, and we will announce when which model and on. So if you notice why we need to do that, basically, as I mentioned earlier, by 2025, or we have to achieve certain country 2030, we have to achieve the certain country target, corporate average fuel emission target, for example, 4.2 liter. So in order to do that, in order to achieve that as a corporate, we must make sure that we have this hybrid vehicle apart from ICE, and if we have EV, so we will continue and do the hybrid.
Alright, final question from the guy at the back.
Saya nak kasih dari ATM. Tetapi untuk tahun ni berdua kali unit, right? Untuk stok. So macam mana dengan the waiting period lain dengan beli untuk kita pada tahun ini? And then the second question, proses tadi 314,000 unit, right? So dengan inflasi dengan perbincangan tahun 300,000 unit, so how Perodua achieve the target?
Good question. Memang very nak achieve 14 unit tu dia very challenging, Tapi saya mention tadi dekat saya punya presentation, kita ni memang kena thinking beyond the normal thinking. Maknanya apa? Maknanya in order untuk kita dapatkan kita kena understand kita punya customer profile. Kita kena understand kita punya customer requirement. Kita kena understand kita punya customer needs, dari segi motoring side. So banyak aktiviti yang kita akan lakukan untuk Malaysia, dan secara keseluruhan, secara of course saya tak boleh bagi detail strategi macam mana kita achieve, tetapi secara kita panggil targeted marketing strategy. Maknanya kita tahu, for example, walaupun Malaysia tekan dengan keadaan inflasi dan sebagainya untuk tahun ini, dan kita tahu juga at the same time Malaysia perlukan kereta dan sebagainya untuk dia travel, bergerak dari satu tempat ke satu tempat. Jadi untuk itu kita rasa tengok industri mana yang tak affected by this inflation dan sebagainya. Kita tengok dari segi, for example, cikgu-cikgu kita ke, for example, they are all small government servant, for example. So we try to facilitate and try to come up dengan satu program yang bersesuaian supaya customer kita ni dapat usaha memenuhi dia rasa untuk membeli kereta Perodua. Yang keduanya, saya yakin yang whatever outstanding booking yang kita carry forward last year 200 dapat kita fulfill dalam this year, dan insyaAllah for the first half of this year, untuk besar pertama tahun ini kita akan maximize kita punya production, and hopefully by first half kita boleh deliver lah kepada this customer. Tapi untuk customer baru yang masuk order this year, for example, kita harapkan dia punya waiting period tu dapat dikurangkan sebagai separuh dari sekarang. which is kalau sekarang ni setahun 6 bulan lah. So tapi kalau
Tak boleh cepat lagi ya?
kita akan try lagi lah. So, tapi maksudnya saya bukannya untuk saya kira kita tak try. Sebab kita akan try progress. Dia boleh dapat juga. Kalau untuk penangkapan, okay, kita tahu customer punya masalah. Kalau for example yang dia dapat loan daripada bank, dia 3 bulan dia try baru dan sebagainya. So sebab tu kita pun akan engage dengan kita punya business partner. Kita akan ada program dengan kita punya banking program. So kita also try to improve dari segi this banking financing requirement, so that kita punya partner faham, customer Perodua ni dia terpaksa menunggu lama, and then kalau dia resubmit dia loan and all that, kita nak try to reduce the birokrasi, so that dia punya loan dia resubmit tanpa ada masalah-masalah yang besar. So sebab itulah kalau notice recently kita pun dah sign MOU dengan satu bank di Malaysia ni sebagai kata orang tu satu step, satu langkah untuk bergerak kepada digitalisation. Mana tahu boleh satu hari besok customer nak Perodua, dia tak payah submit payslip apa semua dekat Perodua ni, dia just klik kat online tu direct ke bank, and then bank boleh approve on the spot. So itulah saja bantuan yang kita boleh bantu kepada para pelanggan. Hopefully benda tu akan validate, requirement supaya customer kita continue untuk bekerja.
One more question from Chips here.
Ya, Chips ya.
Oh, ini soalan panjang ni. Soalan panjang.
In the past presentations, you always show us one chart of first time buyer, replacement car buyer, additional car buyer. Has that changed over the years now that your pricing has become different? And also your models, just generally.
Basically that have changed a lot, basically, Chips, compared to 5 years ago, for example. 5 years ago, the first time, our FTB, first time car buyer, actually, dia punya, from our customer point of view, total ratio maybe around more than 40%. First time car buyer, and then replacement car buyer, additional car buyer, maybe around 30%, for example. But now, the first time car buyer, basically, the ratio has reduced, below 30%. So most actually additional car buyer and replacement car buyer. So then you know why lah. So this is just I'm sharing here because part of the sharing, right? When we study, kita tengok balik, this is the time for all the Myvi users yang beli Myvi, second generation Myvi, for them to change to Myvi. And Myvi users normally they're loyal kepada kita. So basically, most of these replacement car buyer coming from our Myvi user. So that's why our replacement car buyer yang use our first generation or second generation Myvi, within 9 years, the loan finish, and then they change to our new Myvi with better features, better safety features, and better performance car compared to the old Myvi. So that's in general.
So does that mean the drop from 40 to 30% though? The 10% to actually go to your second-hand car market to buy second-hand Peroduas? This car buyer
not necessarily the replacement car buyer. When they buy new market, and then they sell the old Myvi itu kepada second car.
So that means their first car no longer new Perodua but second-hand Perodua, and then they masuk balik as replacement car buyer, macam tu? Is that what that mean?
Replacement car buyer is that if you use Perodua car, and then you sell your second-hand car, and you buy a new Perodua car. So that buyer is increased. So we notice when we study, it's mostly Myvi buyer.
Alright, thank you to your ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for your participation in this Q&A session. And before we proceed for lunch, we would like to invite our panel for photo ops on stage, and we will also like to invite our to Ahmad Suhaimi to join our panel on stage for photo ops.
But I agree.
Macam mana ceritanya?
So kalau
The
40%
rest
orang beli first, dia orang dapat 40%
for now
new car
before we
buyer dia orang,
proceed
first
to
time car
borrow
buyers
fee
kat
for
40% lah.
passenger car.
Sekali je 30%, mana dapat 10%. I'm my guess like is that most of them pergi buying second hand car, as the first car.
Car prices
Gone up. So they buy second hand first and then they masuk as replacement. So dia jadi kat situ lah. So they all just go replacement or additional car buyer, but you never see them here.
Also the statistics are a little bit clouded.
Yes.
But you are right. I agree. Because I kenal banyak orang dia tak beli kereta baru as the first car. Dia beli kereta lama. And then there's a trend towards the older cars.
Yes.
Because they're cheaper.
Yeah. So they buy maybe
retro vintage car.
No, instead of let's say buying brand new, maybe they buy second hand, maybe Corolla, second hand City, you buy bigger car but smaller.
So you buy E46.
E46.
20,000 saja E46 paling kaya sekali.
Ada. Mana ada?
Ini industri expert, jangan main-main.
Dia ni penganalisis.
Pak analisis.
Ha?
Ini kita nak call Pak analisis.
Ya.
Business behavior suka cari Pak analisis.
Boleh je.
Tapi dia selalunya orang sama je. Bukan Yop ni orang lain.
Oh, betul lah.
Zaki kau.
Betul.
Jangan tak betul ni lah.
Zaki betul. Kalau aku call aku tak boleh siapa orang lain.
Yalah. Yop ni memang jarang, tak ada pun.
Tak dapat merasa lah.
Macam sini.
The program management and all the members to proceed to borrow with our women which is the Perodua Chinese.
Susah je.
Banyaknya benda.
Gambar. Okay. Ni live ah?
Ni tak payah.
So how is it? So. Cari perubahan tu lah. Ayo. Tak kemeh banyak abang ni. Nanti lah. Dia datang. Bagus lah jangan datang. Ni okey sikit boleh ni. Rantau nation cahaya.
Saya nak buat satu tunggu sat, aku nak cakap kat kamera, nak cerita sikit. Jadi mungkin sound tak apa jelas. Kita akan buat balik, pergi tunggu lepas semua habis ni lah. Press conference ni aku sembang sikit, nampak okey? Ada a few things lah nak di-clarify kan. Bagus dah live dah, benda yang bagus. Bad. So sad.